their own various platforms or their own various ministries. So today is going to be another fascinating one, like I said earlier on. So welcome to it. And quickly, I'm going to be introducing them or allowing them to introduce themselves, and then we go straight into our discussion for today. And so on my left, I have with me a friend, a brother, and a musician. He's going to introduce himself for the audience.
Okay, I'm Samuel P. Wilson Jr. I'm president and director for Assembly Music Ministry, and I'm a gospel pianist at the Mount Zion New Life Apostolic Church.
Okay, we have another brother with us.
Well, I'm Minister Abraham Fufana from the Blessed Soul Music Ministry.
All right, so today we're going to be looking at Samuel Lane Music Ministries and also the Blessed Soul Music Ministries. We're going to be single-handedly looking at the both of them, just that we have them on set together, or we have the both of them on camera together. But basically, we will be single-handedly looking at each of them own ministries. So I want to start with Ben again. So Ben, how's the SM Square doing?
Yeah, graciously, we are doing good. And Samuel Lynn, Cyril, Bingo Abad, and our muted sound PRO Lawrence Wu is doing absolutely well. And the ministry is actually moving on fine. We're grateful.
All right, so for fun, let's go to Blessed Soul. How is the Blessed Soul doing?
Yeah, firstly, we bless God for what He's doing through Blessed Soul Music Ministry, and we're moving on fine by the special grace of God.
All right, so definitely you guys are you heard it from their own self. They're moving strong, and that's what I want to hear, that these ministries are moving strong and they are going stronger. All right, but before we go into details of your own ministries, knowing the importance of your ministries and knowing why you established them, I want to talk about Liberian gospel music. You know, it's always tradition whenever people hit my platform, we discuss Liberian gospel music. So, Ben, I want you to tell us about Liberian gospel music from your own perspective, how you see things going so far in Liberian gospel music.
Okay, it's always a pleasure recognizing my identity as a Liberian. Uh, I'm always glad meeting a lot of people because since I started working for somebody, I've interacted with a lot of guys, and they always ask, "Where is somebody from?" I said, "Liberia." And the question is, "Where's Liberia located?"
Wow.
Yeah, and I always say we are from West Africa, and so it gave me the strong belief that we have a lot of talents, we have the potential, and we have what it takes to be the best in the world. So from my own perspective, I think we're doing well, and we just need a lot of important to make our music and reach the world at large.
What about you, Ibrahim?
Yeah, Liberian music, most especially gospel, is actually improving on a daily basis, though we are somehow striving with equipment, but actually Liberian gospel is improving.
All right, so both of you, Ben spoke on policy, and you talking about equipment.
Yeah.
So these are two things from your own view you see that live music lacking.
So,
But let's deal with the issue of improvement. Are we improving when it comes to gospel music as compared to other countries in the sub region?
yes, we're improving. We're improving.
Yeah, Ben, you are an instrumentalist. Looking at the sound aspect, you think we got any improvement when it comes to our sound in Liberia?
Yeah, basically, what I've noticed is that there are people who are born with the gift of production. There are people who are, because they play keyboard, so they go to school to improve themselves. So I would say we are improving because we have people who have the skill. We also have people who have been born to do what they are doing. So basically, I think we just need to work together. Because if you have the guy who is let's just say gifted, he's born to do it. You have the one who goes to school, and you have the both of them working together. I think you have something even more better that the world will want to look after.
Okay.
So we're improving.
All right. So let's get to the issue of promotion. Is that okay in Liberia? Are you guys receiving the requisite promotion that is needed for your events, your works, or whatever?
Well, for my own thinking, promotion, most especially in gospel music, like I said, we're actually striving on that. We're actually striving. If you look at the promotion that is given to these secular musicians, it's not really given to gospel musicians.
Yeah.
So we're actually striving on that, and we really need promotion for gospel music.
All right, Ben, what's about you, your own take on promotion?
Like for what my brother just said, it's not only for the gospel, even the secular side. We don't have recognized projects. But we have guys who just write randomly on Facebook. Their text is not even easy for people to be, running after to read.
Like,
So,
like they say, bloggers in Liberia go for negative.
yeah, most of them.
Most of them they run behind what the negative aspect of the artist. They
Yeah.
don't focus
Yeah.
on positive things being
Sure.
done by the
Sure.
artist.
So I think for our own gospel setting, uh, we need to build our networks with each other.
Okay.
Network because the promotion now is tense. Mostly people are using the internet, but I think one-on-one interaction and people who attend programs or pay key attention to you are those who are considered our immediate friends. Yeah, I know you, Joshua. You never let me down.
Yeah.
So
So
for us to get the people outside there, since I know you, we have to work together to get them.
yeah. Okay. All right. So let's deal with this issue of the gospel side and the secular. Normally, in life, whenever you find yourself in a competitive environment, you crave to do more.
Sure.
You want to do more. We found out that in Liberia, every year is just a single award or two awards for gospel in the entire country. That
Yeah.
Tunes Liberia gave out one
Mhm.
slot
Yeah.
for gospel, and LMA gives one slot again for gospel artists. So you think that is okay enough to push gospel artists to do more?
Okay, from my own perspective, is that we should be able to value everything that we do. Once you have industry, there should be nothing about segregation. The industry covers everyone within the country that say they want to do music.
Okay.
So you don't have to be the gospel people
So
different
that's
and the secular people different. So if you are giving best Afro or secular artist of the year, you should be able to give best Afro and gospel artist of the year because they see any day these secular guys are putting out ourselves, we are putting in the same effort. We are working towards success. So the industry is one. Whether you are a gospel artist, you are a secular artist, is one. So when you say you want to give out separate awards, you should be able to at least include our setting into your award ceremony and give out because we have rappers now.
Yeah.
A lot of great guys who are moving around. You heard about Preacher. He's not only in just rapping, but he's in the street taking zocos when in the street having programs, lighting others. How many secular artists can identify with those guys in the street?
Yeah, but Ben, others will say even in the great United States when they have BET awards,
Yeah.
BET only got one slot for gospel artist of the year,
Yeah.
and because of that, the gospel guys got out of that cycle, and they have the Stellar Awards.
Yeah.
That is a total 100% gospel. So someone once told me that we cannot depend on the guys who host their awards, and then we expect them to equally share their awards with us. So he was asking, don't you think that the churches of Liberia can stand since they benefit from gospel music and host if all the churches in Liberia can put 10 United States dollars together,
Yeah.
all the churches we know, the recognized churches, or even smaller church can raise 10 and put it together. Don't you think we can host an award that will even get big money given to
Yeah, because
those
I think
guys?
that's a fun idea.
Yeah, a greater brand. Someone said that in Christianity in Liberia, we preach it,
Mhm.
but we don't live it.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
the obvious,
we
right?
preach it,
That's
but we
what
don't live it. We speak about love,
Yeah, but we
but
don't show
yeah,
love.
we don't show love. You have Fofana in a church wherein you got people that are financially potent
yeah.
Mhm.
to sponsor Fofana, but because he's not their belly bone,
So
he's not their
They
belly
don't
bone.
want to support.
Even if
we're
they
all
give, if,
connected somehow
yes,
through.
if they got a child who in the secular side would say whack, who can even do 0% to Fofana, you want to sponsor that person, knowing or owing to the fact that I don't care what you do, Ben was destined to be a civil engineer, and Fofana was destined to be a musician.
So
Then you spending money behind Ben to go to studio, and you leaving Fofana out of studio, and you giving the money to the engineer, telling him instead of buying him tools, you giving him money to go do songs.
Yeah.
So you find out that it's killing talents in our churches.
so
Every morning we get up, I think it's dropping a little bit. It's dropping a little bit, but every morning we wake up in Liberia, on the average, you have 5 gospel artists becoming secular artists in this country.
More artists
From
are
my
crossing
own
over.
from my own statistic, I took 5 every day. Every day 5 is going. So I think that's love. Yes, love is lacking. And Ben, you spoke about those guys sharing their awards, but for me, I don't think it can work easily because I want to believe it is their awards.
Yeah, it works.
It is their awards, so they are only giving us a little space to breathe and feel a part of it. It happens in BET. BET got one space only for gospel. And Tamila May won it before, Kat Franklin won it, Tasha Cobbs. So on our whole program, you only see the gospel artists and their husband or their wife seated. So the whole hall can have only one gospel artist seated in the hall.
So that,
Yeah,
that,
the whole hall.
that's a bit complicated.
Yeah, but in Liberia, at least when Ben win it, you tell Ben bring your team.
Yeah.
Let your team perform. Let your team perform. And you are probably you look like an alien. You look like an alien because a lot of people just looking at you.
mhm,
And what a guy do? Who is this guy?
mhm.
Where he came from?
Yeah.
All right. So the issue of sponsorship for our events, you guys have been having events and hosting events for time of odd numbers. Like for fun, your group got this gospel competition that you host every year.
So
I think it's due to COVID-19 that you did not have this year's edition of the program. Yes, and likewise, you've been you had to take your own. You had to take your own
Yeah, online.
you had to take your final online. Yes, so that is sad. So let's deal with the issue of sponsorship for events. How is it like? People really crave to sponsor you when you having your events.
you know, actually these events we strive on our own to sponsor these programs, and then we also look for sponsorship as well. But then it actually seems difficult for sponsorship. We actually run down people to help sponsor these programs. There are just few who responds to our letters or our appeal to support these programs. Actually, we are in support of sponsorship, and that's what we're running after. Because to actually handle these programs as an individual, and then you are not getting funds from anywhere, there's a little problem there. Yeah, so sometimes you see there are some items will be lacking at times.
It's very cost intensive
Yeah.
to have these kind of programs.
So yeah.
Yeah, Ben, from your own angle, how is it like?
Yeah. For me, there are two sides I would take. Number one is that we as individuals from the Christian setting, we always take things lightly. See, these guys having programs, Orange sponsoring them, other entities within Liberia sponsoring them. It don't happen overnight. Hmm? Those entities that come within our country, it's their social corporate responsibility to sponsor whatsoever thing the parents are doing.
Yeah,
But most often, we fail to register our event with the government. We fail to register the event. How will you expect people to sponsor you if you don't want to register an event? So we just go about having an event within the community and asking few people that we know to help us. So that's one side of it.
Mhm.
And another side is that for the church setting, uh, there are just few people who love music, few people who want to sponsor talents, and not many people will love to run after talents. Like you see, Mike posted most radical talent, and this one year he was not able to host the tournament. Mike always he always tell me, Ben, I'm looking for money. I love music. I love to support music. You see, E-Blast, Cassidy, all of them for one of Mike. Yeah. But here's the thing now, Mike don't have money to sustain them.
Yeah.
He don't have the money to sustain them. So he have to put him slightly in politics at the same time in the music video. So you find out that the politics will carry more of the
Yeah,
time.
more of
Sure.
it
And
because that's
what
what
you
generates the
now
money
have the time
to
not
keep the
to
music.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it's actually difficult and challenging for us because the sponsorship have to be there. You have to get money. We have money that will not be thinking about doing anything by ourselves.
Yeah, but on the issue of Orange and Lone Star,
Yeah.
I don't. These are corporate business
Yeah.
entities. I don't like to discuss them on my platform or badmouth them because
Okay.
they are business outlets and they might want to take issues with me.
Sure.
But bulk of these companies in Liberia will tell you when you read them that they don't sponsor religious events. Yeah, bulk of
Most
the
of them.
corporate companies in Liberia
Yeah.
will tell you that we can sponsor religious events. But then I ask myself or I ask them at times. You got lay leaders in your church. You got deacons. You
Yeah.
got pastors that work with you in your companies.
Sure.
You got church leaders that work with you in your companies. So what becomes of them? Become the people that work with you. In fact, sometimes the same businesses that tells you that they can sponsor religious events, the CEO or the owners of these businesses are religious leaders.
Sure.
Some of them are. You can be. We know Africa and Liberia as a whole. Fofana cannot be a CEO of a company that earns him more than $1 million if Fofana doesn't have position in his church.
Yeah.
In Africa, it's not possible.
Sure.
Fofana will be some kind of deacon in our church,
Sure.
or he will be main department president,
Sure.
or main department somebody in that particular church. But then when you go to Fofana program, when you go to Fofana entity, telling Fofana that we are about to host SYZ program for youth,
Yeah.
then the company will tell you that our policy says that we can sponsor religious events. But then the company is being owned and operated by a religious
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
So these are sad times because take it time without number. As soon as you host, there's small mess in the corner.
Ah, yeah.
If you
You
want to
see,
even
you
give,
find people
if,
running
you,
after.
you even say mess in the yard. Lost it taste in Liberia. For me, that's why I want to believe that gospel events have lost its taste in the country now. Only few people go for them.
Have passion for them.
Yeah. Look at, yesterday I did a post and I had to apologize before doing the post. I did a post with the banner of Big Brabi Liberia.
Mhm.
And let me see if I can get to the banner and let's count the sponsorship that this event has.
Mhm.
Where is this? Where is this? Where is this? Where is this? You would not believe the amount of sponsors this event got. Amen. I will get this soon so that we can
So
count.
I think I saw a little banner on the final. The final was winning.
So that we
Funnel is
can
the count.
let's see, we can count.
Okay,
All right,
okay,
it's
fine.
it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19.
19 sponsors.
19 sponsors for Big Brabi Liberia. 19 sponsors. A program first of its kind being tried and tested in Liberia got 19 sponsors.
Wow.
And we got True worshiper must worship. How many seasons?
We're struggling about 4th season now.
Wow.
4th season.
Yeah.
Ben,
Yeah.
yours, how many seasons gone?
The third.
The 3rd season. And we got project My Voice that gone 7 seasons.
So
7 seasons. And those that have been sponsoring them are still the ones sponsoring them.
yeah.
And you know the sad thing about it, Big Brother Liberia got on their sponsorship list. They got this group as one of their sponsors. They got MICAT, Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism, as one of their sponsors. The same Ministry of Information that since Omio took their hands from behind Star is Born.
Yeah.
One of the biggest and the fairest competition in the country. Since Omio back off from that program, it has never been held again. I think it went with Moses Diesel. Okay, it went with Bill Yasia,
Yeah.
Moses Diesel Soiree, and Nicholas Boyga, and what's the lady? Sweetie Blama, Vivian Akoto Blama, and Princess Bo, and Alan Jala. So it went 6 seasons. Since then, Omio took their hands off the program. We don't have any national competition in the country, except the one that Orange hosted last year.
Yeah.
That Rudolph and myself was part of. Went to the finals. That was all. And Orange did it in a way that it was any genre of music or any style of music. So the issue of sponsorship in this country, you there watching us from the diaspora and whatever part of the world, and you so interested in talent and whatever. Talent is dying in Liberia. Let me say this clearly. They are here, 2 talented guys. Talent is dying in Liberia. We got all talented people here. No sponsorship.
Sure.
Nobody to sponsor them. Like they will be telling us they got events that coming up. Even me, I got an event that is to come up. No sponsorship. We'll spend our own hard-earned money to sponsor these programs, and all we can get in return is either kudos or people come on our various pages to criticize things.
Sure.
But nobody can sponsor anything from here. No sponsorship. The only thing that receives sponsorship in this country is if you decide to have an event to naked women.
Sure.
Yeah, let me say it that way. If you have anything to naked women or to have people going astray and going wayward, it's highly sponsored in this country. You have lawmakers sponsor. You know that it was a shameful thing. I sat with one big man in this country on Miss Earth when the kids were on the stage modeling. He was zooming their picture.
Wow.
He would take the picture and he zoom it to their tie. Yeah, Liberian girls fun.
Wow.
When he moved, when he moved, then he walked to the podium. He walks to the podium and throw cash. So I'm planning to host an event at a church, and I will carry a letter to this man deliberately to see if all those money he was spilling at that program, if he can spill similar money in the church. But then you can take out politics from the church.
Yeah.
These are same people that will run to the church when political times gets hard for them or hard on them. They will run to us in the church. And the same people that here will do the same money him that the pastor will come to preach and pray for them.
Sure.
We will sing for the pastors to preach and pray for them. And now the girls they were sponsoring will sing for them. We will be the same people that will sing. But just carry money into them. Even it can be a low figure, they will disregard it. We hosted an event around 2016 in Kakata. We wrote more than 20 letters. No response came from any of them.
You didn't get response, be too many excuses.
Oh, I can't come. I will send my brother.
Yeah.
And when they send the brother coming with pledge. Oh, the honorable man pledge so and so amount. That bigoted. Then everybody clap.
Yeah.
After the event, you never get that money. Every day is a promise. It's bad for us. that everybody will do secular thing in the country. Then they say the youth in the country are way war. Youth in the country, you won't get involved in any positive things. Youth are way war. When you get in positive, no sponsorship.
No support.
It's killing the young people. So you find that the only thing we believe in are rat chonging. That rat chonging and Kogole, Kogole, Zeyo. Yeah. So that is it. Everything is about just battlecraft, battlecraft, battlecraft.
Yeah.
So, but basically, we have to stand up as well. We have to stand up for something good and stop it because we can't be sitting and
Yeah,
saying that
sure.
people do.
Sure.
So we have to stand up and see how best we can put our into it. Give ourselves both values.
All right. So if you just tune in, you're watching the program Talent live on LPR TV, and want to inform you that our studios in Monrovia back on. Yes, we are back on. Sorry for the break. Many thanks to our management here, headed by Mark Dan, who have been working tirelessly to get us back on. And as of today, LPR studio in Monrovia is back on, and we're back to stay. We promise you, everything has been worked on perfectly. And we'll take a very, very brief break. We'll take a brief out and we'll come back. We'll continue with the program.
Yahweh, you are too much for me. Yahweh, Yahweh, oh, Yahweh, you are too much for me. Hey, Yahweh, oh, you are too much for me. Jehovah Elohim God, you are too much for me. Jehovah Rabboni, you are too much for me. Patience are there, you are too much for me. When I was down, you lifted me up. You turn my ashes to beauty, Lord. You favor me and bless me. Oh, you are too much for me. Everything about me is unique. Everywhere I go, I am favored, Lord. There's no God that I can compare to you. Oh, you are too much for me. You are too much for me. Patience are there. You are too much for me. Jehovah Rabboni. You are too much for me. Patience are there. You are more than enough. You are too much for me. 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 With everything I have, breath, give your Lord praise. It doesn't matter. Oh, oh, you are too much for me, Daddy. You are too much for me, Lord. You are too much for me, Papa. You are too much in my life, Lord. My mind cannot understand your goodness. My brain cannot comprehend your wonders. My labors cannot calculate your blessings. Even my friends cannot imagine your glory. You are too much for me, Daddy. You are too much in my life, Lord. Reliable God.
Okay, welcome back after that brief break. Papa, you are too much for me. Now we're back. This is Talent Live with me, your host, Josh Wright, on Liberal Public Radio. And I'm here with two young and very, 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 very talented Liberians. We have with us Ibrahim Fofana and that of Ben Samuel Wilson. And they are here to talk about their own ministries. Each of them represent different ministries. So in the final segment of the program, we're going to be discussing each of them separate ministries, and we'll start with AB. He's popularly known in the Cardinals LPR as 4-5-9.
9.
So that's his code. He's Fofana, so we just call him 4-5-9. Yeah, so Fofana, you want to talk about Blessed Soul reviving or Blessed Soul Ministries. How is the Blessed Soul Ministry doing? What are some of the things we expect to see you guys having? You know, the year wrapping up.
Sure.
So I know a lot of events are going around. So definitely just tell us from your own angle what you have in store for us.
But firstly, I want to say bless God for the Blessed Music Ministry. By special grace of God, we're moving strongly.
Okay.
And pertaining to our events, we normally host our gospel competition every year, but based to the situation we had in our country with the pandemic, so we had to postpone some of our programs. But then we come up with champion worship. That is our past season. All of our participants, they are taking part in our champion worship for this year program, and it's going to be starting this coming Sunday. It's going to be opening, and that's going to start at the McCavery Church of God, at 1603.
Okay.
So we're going to be starting this coming Sunday by 5 p.m. And then we also come out with 2 days worship fest, the Blessed Soul Music Ministry. We're going to start this coming Thursday, which is tomorrow, and be ending on Friday in the Abundanceville area at the Rescue Mission Church around Johnsonville side. So we do most of our publicity on Facebook. I think you can follow us on Facebook. You see all of our events. So these are some of the programs we have coming out with for this year.
Okay.
Yeah, a 2-day worship fest, and it's actually going to be a God interfering one. We have too many good gospel musicians that are going to be there.
I've been following, I've been seeing.
Sure.
Okay. So Ben, let's deal with the SM Square. What are things we expect from the SM Square?
Basically, we have 2 singles in studio. Somebody in day one alone called Free. I got another one that we'll be doing with Paul Hardy. We just waiting a little for him to get back to normal.
Okay.
And come December 2nd, some of the music ministry is going to be having for dedication ceremony and an exclusive worship event under the theme Redeemed to Worship. And we are anticipating having Reverend Dr. Andrew Foppa, and Pastor Maggie going to be conducting the dedication ceremony. And so, in as much as we are impacting a lot of others online, we thought it was to have an event that would bring all of our followers from online and offline, one room that will have to worship God together and feel His presence.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is it, and the day is gonna be
It's going to be on a Wednesday, the first Wednesday in December.
December. First Wednesday in December.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the second
The
second of December. And your own event. Let's deal with the date straight.
The date for
Tomorrow, right? Tomorrow. So tomorrow you gotta join the Blessed Soul Ministry. They're gonna be there in a live worship event. And the time
is 5.
5 o'clock. So that means Liberian Man time, 5 o'clock Liberian time, because we got a lot of our followers on the Eastern Standard Time, and a lot of them complain that we don't stream our events live, so they too from that side can see it. So I think events
we work on that too.
Events from this side, we gotta start learning how to stream them.
So basically, that I've always streamed.
Definitely.
So now I'm working on my YouTube channel and Instagram to be streaming. I've got 2 more Facebook videos the entire week.
Okay, sure. All right, so finally, or almost finally, let's deal with the issue of Liberians loving their own thing. That one dealing with the ordinary people. I want to deal with the Liberian ministers, the young ministers. We now have been on their neck. Weeks now have been on their neck. This guy will have a very beautiful song he write. As soon as he gets on the podium, somebody gave him a microphone to sing. Your love is kind. So I'm like, wow, how will the audience get used to Minister Fofana? If Minister Fofana cannot do his own thing, how will people start to follow Liberian songs? Yeah. So it makes it that when the DJs sit on the radio to play, They only go for these songs because we ourselves made the audience get used to these songs, and then we come from there. We want to force people. So how we can tackle that particular issue? Artists singing other people's song, copyright.
Yeah, the thing is that at times, you find it difficult to believe in yourself, your own thing you do or you compose. And then actually you have to start from somewhere before getting to where you want to get to.
Sure.
So you look at it, normally you have to start to do other music so that at least you can get more idea on what you're about to do for your own music. So that's the reasons of which at times people starts to run after other people's music. But it is also good to do your own music. And then number two, you have to have that love and passion for what you're doing. But that's one of the problems we have. We do our own thing, but we don't believe in it. That it's real. People going to like it. What I'm doing is it actually people going to like this? Is it okay? Sometimes so that's the problem we have. We don't believe in our own thing we do. So sometimes when they come to reality and other people seeing it to be really okay, you say, "Oh, but I didn't know what I was doing was actually okay." So that's a problem.
Yeah, normally I tell young ministers to constructively envy Jesse Pratt and Paul Hardy.
Sure.
I have not, since 2018, I have not seen Paul on any event and he's singing another person's song.
Yeah.
It always got to be a song from his album.
Sure. I think the same with Jesse as well.
Yes, if it is something new that is not even out of studio, they would do it. And on this platform, Paul came here on the last edition of the program before now. Paul came here and he spoke lengthily on issues affecting Liberian gospel music. He spoke like the best, like the man who is having the award as the best gospel artist award, the holder of the best gospel artist. He spoke on a wide range of issues that's affecting our gospel music in this country. And this weekend, this gone weekend, he buried his father, his beloved dad, Paul Kinney Harding Sr. So on behalf of the Talent Life family, we want to say our condolences to the Hardings, the Dowies, and all of the families associated to the Hardings. We want to say in our own Liberian way, never mind, yeah. You guys take heart. God is going to console you. Yeah, love. I always tell people, even if Fofana's song is not in studio, Fofana can find 3 persons, soprano, alto, tenor, teach his song. There is a song called Do It by Jesse Pratt.
Yeah.
That song came out almost a year before the song was done in studio.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I did that song with like 3 different groups, 4 different choirs before the real version of the song came up. And when the song came up, that's the beauty of it. They did a song with hit. Definitely, the entire country will already know about it because there is a huge anticipation for that particular song. So if your song is Jesus, my only friend, that you're doing, go to every program, sing Jesus, my only friend. And after that, people start to get used to it. People start to get used to them, and you find out that your own fan base. Because one time, MC Pakula told me that singing another man's song on a program is like dancing in another man's jacket. In a stage, they call it dancing in another man's jacket. It's like I wore band coat to dance. I went to dinner in band coat. Any kind of way I dance or eating that coat, it never make that coat to be mine. Even if that coat is beautiful on me, take his coat. That band coat. So going to our programs and singing for you in front of a melody, it will make in front of your melody. You can even carry your voice up and down, do all the riffs and the runs. You will that song will still be for GUC. It will not be your song. People, the credit will still go to him. Even if you do a cover, the credit will never come to you. The copyright cover will go to him. So we should stop wasting our time behind other people's things and start to push and engage ourselves. So we are pressed with time. We're going to take parting comments from our guests, and this is not their final appearances, as they have events coming up, and Ben event is all the way in December, so we're gonna have in between time they're going to come back and tell us final plans on tickets and other stuff, because we are not touching that yet. We will touch it when everything has been finalized, when the price of the ticket is finalized, the main venue is set, and everything is set about the program. Then we'll bring him back here along with the team. The minister herself come and she will minister to you live, so you can know who's the Samuel Lane that Ben is talking about. But before we leave, your parting comment, Ben.
Okay, I want to be very appreciative of this movement for the invite. I want to encourage all of our artists. Believe in yourself. That's one. Two, be committed to where you find yourself. I can tell people without God, Jesse wasn't going to be the Jesse he is today. Without God, Paul wasn't going to be the Paul he is today. For finding the rest of the guy. So we have to spend more time with God, spend more time, and then try to be innovative. Innovative. Everywhere somebody goes, she sings a Liberian song. If now her own song, she will sing some song that probably is not familiar. If the audience is not getting connected, they will go outside of the world because they already used to them doing something. So thank you, Joshua. Thank you to the management, and we hope that we'll always be here and taking Liberian gospel music.
Okay, for fun.
Well, I just want to say, on behalf of the Blessed Soul Music Ministry of our CEO and President Wonder Derek Early, we want to extend a very big thanks to the Liberia Public TV for having us on that platform. And then we're grateful to God for what He's doing and what He's about to do, and what He's continuing to do for this platform. And I want to say thank you to my brother Joshua too as well again for having us here. So we just bless God for everything, and then want to encourage every one of you out there, most especially our gospel artists, our gospel musicians, for us to keep the courage and believe in God that things is going to work out soon. So we just bless God for everything.
All right, so this is the program Talent Live on Liberia Public Radio with me, Joshua Wright. If you're a gospel artist or you're an artist out there, you want to be featured on this platform, I can be reached on Facebook. The name is J. Joshua Leon Wright the third, and my number is +231 770 117 337 and +231 880 3461 69. Keep following and keep liking Liberia Public Radio. Fofana, we won't go. Can you lead us in Able God?
Yeah.
1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute. Go ahead, 1 minute.
You are able to do what no man can do. I call you able God. Able God.
What we chose is
You are able to
change
change what no man can change. We call you able God.
Able God,
You are able God.
you're
Able God. Call you able God.
You are able
Oh,
God.
you are able God.
You are
Able God. Able God.
You are able God.
Well, thanks, gentlemen, for being a part of the program today. See you. Do have yourself a God bless Wednesday. Bye bye from Monrovia.
Yahweh, you are too much for me. Yahweh, Yahweh, oh,
life so beautifully lived deserves to be beautifully remembered. This is to announce the traditional wake-keeping and funeral service of the late Chief Crazy Sarto, former General Town Chief of Crazon Clan and Chief Elder of Crazon Chiefdom of the Bison Statutory District, Grand Gade County, Republic of Liberia, who died on January 27, 2020 at his daughter resident in Thinker Village, surrounded by his children and grandchildren. The body of the late Chief Crazy Sarto will be removed on December 15, 2020 at the Samuel Stryker Funeral Home in Sincor and will be taken to his daughter home in Thinkers Village for a night of wake-keeping. The body will then be taken to Duaji Town, Grand Gade County for 3 days of traditional wake-keeping. Funeral service will be on Saturday, December 19, 2020 at the Assembly of God Church in Duaji Town. The remains will be laid to rest at the family cemetery in Duaji Town. Repast follow at the family compound in Duaji Town. The traditional aspect of the late Chief Crazy Sarto life celebration will be the Kron artists performing lives making their presence felt will be the Watsiato of Claude Romy and Blade Mary, Poimile Group of the Ivory Coast, Sumu Club of the Ivory Coast, Kron International Artists Blay Franco, Jefferson DK Nyangbe, Eric Duo, Chablo and Tour, Juice Sandy, Saba J, Festus D. Carr. Sea Levels and the gospel artist Ezekiel Wright. This announcement was signed by Nathaniel Crazy, son of the deceased.
Have you heard the news? Well, worry no more. Curson's photo and video production has been providing elegant weddings, conventions, and birthday videographic for the Liberian communities since 2006. Paying attention to detail and emotion throughout the day, and taking time in the editing process to create a unique video you will want to watch with family members, friends, and future generations, shooting quietly and professionally, and without distracting you or your guests is vital. For more information, please contact us at 484-786-3337. That's 484-786-3337, or we can also be reached at www.CursonPhotoVideoProduction.com. Please tell Curson Photo and Video Production that Asheville the Giant Golly sent.
The price of freedom is costly. The price of freedom is painful. Join LPR-TV every Sunday live from the New England Bureau for your informative news magazine with your host Efanso Zion for issues affecting our country and our communities. The price of